Hello and welcome to The Hard Sell, the show where the stick rattles back. Today we're going to look at supermarkets again, if that's quite alright with you. Good. Last time we broached this ocelot, we looked at most of the major chains, past and present. Tesco's, Sainsbury's, Adverts, Morrison's, even dead ones like Safeway and Somerfield. We even gave the Co-op its own full-length episode. What on earth is left to look at? Well, you judgmental bastards needn't worry on my account, because there's plenty of other grocery stores out there, even if not all of them are supermarkets. Because it took a little while before the supermarket model really caught on over here and straight-backed Britain. Before that, we shopped in smaller grocery stores, usually owned by individual humans with supply contracts with wholesalers. Eventually, these stores took on the self-service model and hybridized with the supermarket aesthetic, like some kind of interspecies breeding program, only far less disturbing. Convenience stores such as Spar, Tiniest, Budgeons and Mace appeared. In Britain, we call them symbol groups, because that's all they are. Symbols. None of them own a single premises in this country by their own corporate headquarters. Spar, Mace and the rest are franchises, not chains. The stores are owned by the people who run them, and quite often live in them. People who've signed a contract with Spar or Mace or whoever for the rights to hang the appropriate logo above the door of their grocery store. Spar then provide delivery and the goods via their licensed wholesaler, and take a cut of the profits. And of course, do the national advertising.
Make today your Mace shopping day. Make it Mace.
The key characteristics for these shops is that they're small, which the advertorial thesaurus usually translates into convenient, or sometimes express, and that they're local, owned and operated by local people, and therefore just nicer than a faceless Tesco mothership. Weave that message into a basic montage of awesome prices and you're set.
Mace cornflakes 49p.
Make it Mace.
Daz automatic 65p.
Make it Mace.
Mace baked beans 19.5p.
Shopping for the odd thing or shopping for the week. You'll find your local Mace store has all your neighborhood needs.
All your neighborhood needs. For your more cosmopolitan needs, beer over 3% proof, say, or refrigerated corned beef rather than tinned, well, you're going to have to hire yourself to the supermarket on the other side of town. But if you just want enough to live on, Mace is the place. Would have made a good slogan, that.
Shopping for the odd thing or shopping for the week. You'll find your local Mace store has all your neighborhood needs.
The king of the symbol groups is Spar, and they're also the king of this technique.
Well, I said, why go any further when you can pop round the corner to the local Spar? I mean, look, acorn butter at only 44.5p, and Spar bacon at just 59p. English cheddar cheese too, that's only 99p a pound. Not to mention their sliced ham at 39p a quarter. So I said, with prices like these, you can really go to town without going to town.
Have you heard the local lowdown?
So near, so Spar.
Whoever the copywriter was who came up with So Near, So Spar, I hope they got a fat bonus, because they've used that slogan on and off for decades, and it sums up all the advertorial advantages of the convenience store, that it's small, that it's local, and that it's friendly and human, with remarkable economy. And an effective earworm.
So big, so small, so close, so friendly, so special, so often, so much, so many, so fresh, so good we are. So near, so Spar, so crusty, so choosy, so low in price, so fine, so fancy, so cool, so nice, so savory and spicy we are. So near, so Spar, so Danish, so Italian, so English, so French we are. We're Spar. So fresh, so fruity, so tender and lean, so good, so tasty, so fragrant, so clean, so big, so small we are. So near, so Spar.
It's so near, it's so Spar. It's Spar. That was 1983, when you could still get away with such a direct, straightforward and unsophisticated technique as hiring a bunch of session singers to warble catchily in praise of your brand. 20 years later, after the likes of the Saatchis and HHCL and all those latter-day movie directors, everyone expects your adverts to be at least a little more sophisticated than that, even for an inherently unsophisticated product like a convenience store. You could still base your advert entirely around a song, but for preference, you should have at least one twist, preferably two.
Ain't got no bread, ain't got no crisps, ain't got no nappies, ain't got no drink.
There, that's better. A well-known song with the lyrics changed, being sung by a variety of people, all in the same voice. Perfect.
So what have I got? Why do I smile anyway? What have I got that will save the day?
And with characters and settings that continue to reinforce the local community-driven image. It's no wonder Spire are by far the biggest and most successful of the symbol groups.
We got my spa, tiniest, special festive offer here. We got spa.
On the other side of the spectrum are those impossibly vast, stadium-sized hypermarkets that sell everything in one cavernous building in which you could quite easily and quite deliberately lose yourself completely until you start building a new life from a makeshift settlement in the menswear department, going on regular hunting expeditions to the meat aisle or fresh produce, burning reality TV star autobiographies for warmth. You could probably live there quite comfortably for several months if you're wily. You think those things would have been invented by the Americans, and they did clutch the model to their bosoms as soon as they discovered it, but the hypermarket was in fact created in France, or possibly Belgium, reports vary. Certainly they remain popular in the former to this day. In fact, the hypermarché eventually became so popular in France that they had to enact a law handicapping the damn things before they killed off traditional local boulangeries, charcuteries, boucheries and so on altogether. Perhaps for the same reason, the hypermarket model never caught on in the UK to the same extent, although they're far from unheard of. Tesco has a few, Sainsbury's has a few. They tried to introduce the model by stealth with the dual-branded Saver centres in tandem with the late British home stores.
We asked our customers how we could make Saver Centre even better. More of the same, please, they said. So now you'll find around 10,000 more square feet of space. The new Saver Centre has more quality, more choice, and even more low, low prices than ever before. There's more style, more fashions, more space, and more checkouts. In fact, Washington's bigger, better Saver Centre is now even more like an outing than shopping.
And of course Asda, being the British branch of Walmart, have plenty, all nigh indistinguishable from their American parents, except that they're slightly more green. And Marks and Spencer always did sell groceries alongside clothes and general goods, so they adopted the model almost by default. But generally speaking, hypermarkets are a bit brash and vulgar for our British tastes. And like the French, we worry that our local stores and our town centres will suffer. The originators, Carrefour, it's French for crossroads, spent a decade or so in the 70s trying to wheedle their way into the British market under their own auspices, with limited success.
We've got everything at Carrefour. Everything for you, Mum. Everything you need. For your kitchen, Mum. Anything. For your children too. Anything. For your handyman. Anything. You'll find it all in store. And so much more. We've got everything at Carrefour. Everything. Yes, we've got everything.
Everything?
Everything for you.
For my money, it's got to be Carrefour.
Notice how they don't say a word about price, or even quality. Sheer variety and quantity is the selling point, and of course, convenience, in an inversion of the Spar strategy. They were convenient because they were so small and neat and close. Carrefour are convenient because they're so unimaginably vast. But it didn't work. These colossal, unknowable motherships, just not very British. The late 80s Carrefour had been bought out by Gateway of all people.
Now, Gateway, Fine Fair and Carrefour have joined forces, and their combined buying power is bringing you their greatest ever superstore sale. Everything you need for the house and home, like this ironing board with free cover for just $9.99. One of many electrical offers, this 14-inch portable color TV, only $119.99. And in the fashion departments, up to 30% off selected ladies' skirts at your local Gateway, Fine Fair or Carrefour superstores. Their greatest ever superstore sale.
Back down to earth, there used to be plenty of local grocery chains that operated full-blown supermarkets, mostly under the auspices of local cooperatives. They've all since been absorbed into a single national cooperative, of course, in order to better survive in a post-Friedman economy, which is good, don't get me wrong, but it has meant the demise of venerable old local brands like Plimco, the trading name of food stores run by the Plymouth and South West Co-op. We met them once before at Christmas, if you remember.
Plimco Class extra low prices. 4 large cans of Clan Lager or Stanford Bitter, only £1.09 at Plimco superstores, supermarkets and late shops this week.
Naturally, the likes of Plimco didn't tend to have the budget necessary for this sort of thing.
One look and you'll know our prices are low.
Whenever you shop at Morrison's.
At Morrison's, Nescafe is only £2.85.
Smooth.
Bird's Eye Economy Burgers, 85 pence.
Sizzling.
And frozen chickens, only 99 pence each.
Tender. Our prices are keen.
You know what we mean. More reasons to shop at Morrison's.
Tender, a local co-op in South Devon yet. Couldn't really splash out on anything but the most basic text-based animation, and still photos of deals. Such enforced simplicity can sometimes border on the nightmarish.
Plimco's greatest offer returns. Plimco Plus multi-buys. Buy any one of these multi-buy products and get a second product free. Buy one, get one 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 free.
Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free.
Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free.
Buy one, get one free. I'm running out of different words I can stress.
Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free.
Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free. It's not a new concept. We understood it from the start. Please move forward.
Buy any one of these multi-buy products and pick up your bonus product free. Plimco Plus multi-buys. Only at Plimco superstores, Plymouth, Plimpton and Newton Abbot, and Cooperative House Food Hall, Plymouth, this week.
But if you're talking supermarkets and local heroes, there's one name that stands head and shoulders above the rest. Ever vigilant, with tremendous protein value. You know who I'm talking about.
Beyond argument. Perry XL, 500 mils, 63 pence. Libby's creamed rice, 439 grams, 35 pence. Carlsberg Special, 440 mil, 63 pence. Petit Pois, 1.5 pound, 89 pence. Leaf Plumage, 1.5 litre, £3.29. And Danish Black Bacon, only £1.55 per pound. More than ever in these difficult times, a bargain is a bargain. Benet's of Millbrook and Fine Price.
Remember the name? Stuart Nicole Benet, of one of the older Jersey families. Under his direction, Benet's of Millbrook, then Fine Price, went from a small corner shop to something resembling a supermarket. It even managed to grow a second one in Fine Price. And inseparable from Benet's stores was Major Benet himself.
Food for thought. Gone West red salmon, half tin, £1.39. Viennetta ice cream, 99 pence. Young's peeled prawns, 440 gram, £2.99. Petit Pois, 1.5 pound, 84 pence. Norfolk turkeys, self-basting per pound, 85 pence. And whole legs of pork per pound, only 89 pence. Festive prices indeed for a festive Christmas. All at Benet's of Millbrook and Fine Price.
He wasn't actually a major, or at least his grave makes no mention of any military record, but he could be forgiven for assuming otherwise. He insisted on making the adverts himself. It was his company, therefore he was the one to speak for them. The results could occasionally be genuinely terrifying, as what sounded like the ghost of Field Marshal Haig yelled at you personally about the price of a tin of beans, or the sheer glory of wine, or occasionally just spun some purple prose about the humble greatness of his stores.
This company is engaged in the thorough refurbishment and modernization of both its outlets, with special emphasis on the Millbrook store, with its roots going back as they do well into the 19th century. We believe the end result, with an estimated June completion and incorporating some features new to the island, will receive wide support and compensate for any temporary inconvenience suffered by our patrons. Berets and Millbrook and Fine Price, stores which strive to excel on your behalf.
And then there was a time he appeared in Vision, looking exactly how you'd expect, to announce the invention of beef burgers. Except he didn't call them beef burgers.
Chip steaks, unique and delicious, with tremendous protein value. These steaks are made daily on our premises, under relentless supervision, to the highest specification, and from the finest beef. And they represent something entirely new. Sold in Jersey only at Berets of Millbrook and Fine Price, St. Clement's Coast Road. They offer superlative value, and we sell them at only 32 pence per 6-ounce steak. I say again, only 32 pence per 6-ounce steak. You will find these chip steaks packed in twos in our frozen food bins, as befits a true convenience food, and you will come to regard them as a very special treat. Buy some tomorrow. You will love them, and so will all the family. Remember the names: Berets of Millbrook and Fine Price, St. Clement's Coast Road.
Berets adverts may have been unsophisticated and low budget by necessity, and eccentric and increasingly old-fashioned by their maker's nature, but they achieved something few, if any, adverts before or since have ever managed: genuine sincerity. The history of advertising is one long attempt at synthesizing sincerity, and no one has ever truly managed it, outside of the odd charity or public information spot.
We will particularly draw attention to the Kingsmill 800-gram medium white sliced, a superb loaf, which we offer for 3 weeks only at the special price of 67 pence.
Major Benet got around the whole problem by actually being sincere, by simply and directly saying what he believed to be true about his business and the products he was selling. He truly thought his chip steaks were delicious, with tremendous protein value, and that you will love them. He truly thought his prices couldn't be beaten, because he truly wanted to help people out with his little grocery shops.
Berets of Millbrook. The rehabilitation of this store is almost complete and is receiving much favourable comment from the public at large. With the installation of the very latest checkout technology, we have pioneered the introduction to this island of a number of self-packing cash tills. These enable the mother with children, the senior citizen, and indeed anyone else with large purchases, merely to watch whilst the machine takes packing off their hands. Enjoy the luxury.
In a piece of pointless trivia, Stuart Benet bought the original Morning Cloud yacht off of Ted Heath. Unfortunately, it sank in the Jersey harbour. He died in 2002, just shy of 88. The stores were sold a few months later. A week or so before this episode was written, it was announced that the old Berets of Millbrook and Fine Price, St. Clement's Court Road stores, were among several around the islands that would be rebranded as Morrison's, under a version of the same franchising system that Spar & Company use on the mainland. But even if his name disappears, nothing can erase the Major's influence as the ultimate, unique and unfranchisable local hero. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to support me on Patreon so I can do both these programmes and eating. Please don't make me choose. You'll get your name in the credits with a title whose glitziness corresponds with your generosity. And for next week you'll get the chance to read and help shape my colossal history of the BBC, Rule the Waves. It's basically BBC in the face, except it's a book. I'm very excited about it, so should you be, and for less than $1 a month you could be reading it from next week. Join now! I said now!